Okay, so here we are with part 2 of the reading. I'm sorry about the glitch we had there. It didn't want to swap screens for me. Alright, so this is what it looks like, the overview of the reading I've done this evening. We're going to start left to right, and I will explain to you the significance of all the cards. Alright, so what are we looking at here, generally speaking? We're looking at a progression that says to us, this is literally out with the old, in with the new, that I've been talking about all the time, with a symbolic death that needs to take place. I think this card may have come up before. Release the past to the eternal winds and allow new energies to enter your life. You are a creation that is vast and endless, with no beginning and no end. Allow your life to flow like a river, for the spirit of love will guide you and keep you safe. Alright, we need to let go of certain things. Toxic relationships, and we've been through this as well, whether this be in a work environment, a romantic relationship, a friendship. If it no longer serves you, it has to go, and it doesn't have to just be relationships. It can be where we don't draw healthy boundaries for ourselves. It can be an addiction. It can be a bad habit. Anything like that that no longer serves you and you know that it should not be in your life, let it go. Clean out your closets. Give things away. Throw things away. Get the energy moving. Alright. And try to change the way that you deal with people as well. You know, that's also a bad habit. Do you talk to yourself badly? Do you talk to others badly? All of these things need to be considered and adjusted, and you will have the help in adjusting them if you ask for it. Okay, so this is Osiris or Osiris. The story of Osiris, and he comes up in both of these cards, is that his brother Set dismembered him and strew his body parts all over the world. Rather gruesome, but Isis, who was his lover, decided that she needed to find him and resurrect him, and she flew all over the world, was successful in eventually finding them and putting him back together, and she rebirthed him as a child of her own, and Osiris was reborn. Alright, sounds similar to some other stories from some other pantheons. So he was resurrected, and he could start over again. And this is the Osiris rises, or Osiris rises, however you want to say his name. I'm not really fussy. But he rises again, stronger than ever, from the love and compassion of Isis, the feminine energy. And here it says, love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself, discover what it is that you truly desire, and then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with love and compassion, and know that the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. Okay, so it's asking for truth and integrity. This is something that is very lacking nowadays, and it's something that is the essence of feminine energy, and speaking with compassion and having empathy, all of these kind of gentle essences and nuances that we don't really use anymore. We've become very abrupt and rude with each other. We are only interested in watching movies with violence and retribution and revenge and all of these things, where we are, it's not a case of turn the other cheek, but it's a case of being reminded, hey, you know, you do need to be compassionate to some extent. You do need to teach this to your children. So all of these things are now coming into play again. Do we act this way? And how are we perceived when we don't act this way? Is it a good reflection on us? Yes, to a large extent, we should not care what anybody else thinks, but what do we think? And how do we feel about the way we act? Is it wholesome? Is it good for us? What is the energetic influence that it's having on our body, our minds? Is it really something that's good for us? So these are things that we need to think about, and literally out with the old, in with the new, rebirth, the energy of the phoenix, so to speak. Alright, and then from that, there is a complete rebirth. There will be a balance of the masculine and feminine within us, which is our yin and our yang, our good moods and bad moods, our good times and bad times. And we will see an awakening of ourselves and what's going on within us. Alright, so here it says, a message coming from afar. Expect positive and refreshing news, a great outcome for all. And here we have the portal of light. Here Isis is reminding us that we are multidimensional beings, even though we may have forgotten this. And that we can operate and integrate ourselves through visualization, through meditation, through spirituality, through time and space. That we are limited. We are limitless. We are not limited to the existence here on this earth. You are multidimensional, you are expansive, and just as a side note, expansion is considered a male energy. So to balance all of these brings you into your power. And it will be a great outcome for all. We need to realize that we are multifaceted. Here again it's reiterated where it says here, Goddess of 10,000 names. It's reiterated that we are multifaceted. We have so many different dimensions to us within our physical, spiritual, emotional, and, you know, like I say, our masculine and feminine, our different energy centers, what relates to heart energy, sacral energy, solar plexus energy. We have got so many millions of facets to us, different reactions we can have, different personalities, different emotions, and it's just endless. So we have to realize that we are multifaceted and we've become very much three-dimensional, which limits us so much, and we don't even grasp the concept, or we've actually forgotten. All we do is work, eat, and sleep. And we need to expand ourselves and realize that there are other things and other purposes within us. And that the past is not a barometer for our future, and anything is possible. The consciousness of the planet is changing right now, where our previous perceptions of the poverty mindset of I don't deserve it, oh, that's just my luck, that's how things go for me. I've read this thing about all these changes going on, but you know, that's just not going to happen in my life. All of this kind of thing. We need to stop speaking badly to ourselves, to each other, and about the environment that we are in. Okay, this is a message here for somebody, possibly quite a few of you. This doesn't need to be a romantic partner. It could be a past loved one that's bringing a message, something to that effect. Someone you love will appear in your dreams. They reflect a part of you, a time of remembrance, a time of reflection and healing. So this again represents something that's coming up that will bring about a symbolic death of something that's been plaguing you or bothering you, and this person's coming to you lovingly to show you what it is, to facilitate that healing. Also, with a lot of people who've been processing ex-relationships, with ex-lovers or ex-friends, a lot of this is happening in the dream state, so that it's easy for us to handle, so that it's done in a gentle way. Okay, so if you've been noticing that, it's not your imagination. A lot of the time, past loved ones come in dreams. Alright, here you are told that mysteries will be revealed. The mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. This is quite interesting, actually, because this is telling you that there's something that is coming that you just need to be patient with, and that it will be revealed, and it's going to be something quite wonderful, possibly a spiritual gift, or even gifts in the material plane that are coming to you that you didn't expect, and things about yourself especially that you will be learning. Mysteries that are revealed to you, things that you didn't know that you possibly suspected existed or could occur in your life and in the universe, that all of a sudden are presented to you, and you think, wow, you know, I thought that was just my imagination, or that wasn't a possibility. So this is going to be revealed to you, but you are asked now to be patient. And that is something that we've all been struggling with. So whether you are estranged from a loved one right now, which is a very common theme, don't think you are alone, and it might be a friend, a relative, and it's a painful experience, know that a lot of the time this is happening because we have to grow on our own, spiritually and emotionally. We have to become stronger, better people. We have to realize our purpose more fully. We need to realize that perhaps the job we're in is not what we're meant to do, and we're meant to do something much more with much deeper meaning, and we have to reflect and have a time of introspection before we can come back together with that person. And sometimes, in some cases, once we've had this time of introspection, we realize that that person and ourselves are actually not in alignment anymore, and we're not actually meant for each other, and we will actually have a peaceful resolution. All right. Okay, so we've spoken about Goddess of 1,000 Names. Here it says, you are soaring to new heights. Experiment, play. Allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow across the horizon. A pot of gold awaits. I want to urge you all now, and I did a video on this the other day. If you have something that especially is creative, if it's creative and it's something that you keep saying to yourself, I wish I could do this for a living. If I did this forever, I would never be working a day in my life. If you have something like that, please pursue it. You will be supported. We are all urged to follow our calling. If you're meant to be a healer or a counselor or a mechanic or a hairdresser, whatever the case is and whatever the skill is that you're developing, and if it's something that you love and you can do it with love and with gratitude, that is what your calling is. That is what you're meant to do. And 90% of the time it will be something creative, what you perceive as creative. You could be an accountant, and that could be something that is fulfilling for you and you find creative. Pursue it. That is what you're meant to do. That is your calling, and you will find happiness and abundance will come to you because you're doing something you love. It's that simple. Okay. Here it says, you are being showered with love. Your time of waiting will soon be over. All your heart's deepest desires will be fulfilled. Good things are coming, and this is due to the energetic shift. So please don't think it's just about you and, what you've done and, oh, well, I've always had bad luck, it runs in the family, money doesn't grow on trees, all of these negative things that we've been taught that are incorrect. We need to, again, like I say, don't use the past as a barometer, and realize that we can create our future. And especially with the energetic change that are happening now, things have never been so good, and fate has never been on your side like it is now. And fate is just a word. Some people don't believe in fate. Whatever you call it, fate, good luck, synchronicity, the universe is on your side. Things are in alignment. You just need to jump aboard. That's all that needs to happen right now. Trust, all will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility result. Okay, so realize that you are a multifaceted being. You do not have to get stuck in the 3D reality where you are just a doctor or just a teacher or just a secretary. You are a multi-dimensional being. You can engage with the spiritual, and you can find your true purpose, and you can find meaning and fulfillment in your life, and this can bring you abundance. So this is the message that is coming. There needs to be symbolic death of your old way of thinking about yourself, thinking about our planet, thinking about humanity, and just accepting that this is the way things are. We need to be activists. We need to have purpose, but we need to be active in making positive change, and you can begin by doing it for yourself. You don't need to stand up on your soapbox on a podium somewhere and give speeches. You can just make that small change in your life and make sure you live with abundance in every way, and you are grateful for everything that you currently have, and gratitude brings more abundance, and you can create this change for yourself. If you are abundant, you can help other people. If you've got plenty of money and plenty of everything, you can give it out to others. That is the best gift that you can give. And in turn, they will have abundance, and eventually they will be able to help others. And this will just snowball. Abundance and having what you want is not it's not a reward for good behavior. It is what's out there. The universe is abundant. There is enough of everything for everybody. And that is the fact. If we don't believe that, that is because of conditioning. Okay, so this is what it's telling you. Here is your your opportunity. You are surrounded by love, compassion. Be truthful, have integrity, work with integrity, do what you love with integrity. And this can make major changes for you. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful equinox, all of you, and I wish you many, many blessings and only beautiful things for 2019. Take care. Chat soon.